You finally booked your very first cruise. You're excited, you're packed, you're ready for sunshine and ocean views, and then everything starts going wrong before you even realize what's happening. People miss the ship because they arrive too late. Others get hit with $1,000 roaming charges. Some overpack so badly they can't even move around their cabin. And a few break simple cruise rules that end up ruining the entire trip. Your first cruise can either be the dream vacation you imagined, or a complete disaster caused by mistakes that are totally avoidable if you know what to look out for. Today, I'm going to help you avoid every one of those stressful, embarrassing, and expensive beginner mistakes, so you can walk on that ship like a pro. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I break down everything you need to know about cruising so your vacation stays smooth, easy, and unforgettable. First-time cruisers run into trouble because a cruise ship is not like a hotel, not like a resort, and definitely not like a road trip. It has its own rules, schedules, hidden costs, and little quirks that can catch you off guard if you're not prepared. But that's exactly what this video is here to fix. By the end, you'll know the biggest things you absolutely must avoid so you don't lose money, miss out on the best experiences, or end up stressed before your vacation even starts. So sit back, relax, and let ES jump into everything you need to steer clear of on your very first cruise, because one wrong move can change your entire trip. We're not letting that happen. 1. Avoid arriving at the port last minute. One of the fastest ways to ruin your very first cruise is by showing up at the port later than you should. A cruise ship is not like a flight you can't just rush through the doors at the last second hoping someone will hold it for you. Cruise lines operate on extremely strict schedules, and once boarding closes, that's it. The ship leaves, whether you're on it or not. Many first-time cruisers underestimate how long it takes to get to the port. Check in, go through security, drop off luggage, and walk through the terminal. Add unexpected traffic, a delayed Uber, or slow security lines, and suddenly that extra time you thought you had disappears. It gets even riskier if you're flying in the same day. A simple weather delay or a misconnection can leave you stranded in the wrong city while your cruise sails away without you. And unlike an airline, a cruise line does not owe you a refund or another sailing. That's why seasoned cruisers always arrive early, even fly in a day before, just to make sure nothing gets in the way of boarding. Arriving early not only keeps you safe, it also makes the start of your vacation smoother. You can enjoy lunch on board, explore the ship, take photos, and settle into your cabin long before the crowds show up. Don't start your dream cruise with panic or disappointment. Arriving early is one of the easiest ways to ensure your vacation begins the way it should, stress-free. 2. Avoid overpacking and bringing the wrong items. Overpacking might sound harmless, but on a cruise ship it can create a huge headache, especially for first-timers who don't realize how limited cabin space really is. Cruise cabins are comfortable, but compact, and every inch matters. Bringing 3 giant suitcases stuffed with outfits just in case will quickly turn your room into an obstacle course. You don't want to spend your vacation stepping over clothes, searching through piles, or trying to cram everything into tiny closets. Many beginners also pack bulky items they end up never using. Too many shoes, multiple jackets, huge toiletry bags, or formal outfits they never wear. Another mistake is packing items that aren't allowed. Cruise lines have strict rules, and bringing things like irons, kettles, power strips with surge protectors can get your luggage pulled aside for inspection. You don't want the crew digging through your bags or delaying your delivery. Overpacking also makes getting through the terminal slower, and it can be frustrating trying to unpack everything once you get on board. Instead, focus on essentials: versatile outfits, comfortable shoes, swimwear, sunscreen, medications, a lightweight cover-up. Plan your clothing around mix-and-match options instead of packing a separate outfit for every day. Remember, cruise ships offer laundry services if you really need them. Packing smart means more space, more comfort, and less frustration. Plus, you'll leave room for souvenirs, gifts, and all the little things you'll want to bring home. Travel light, and you'll enjoy your cruise so much more. 3. Avoid ignoring muster drill and safety rules. Many first-time cruisers think the muster drill is just a boring formality they can skip or ignore, but in reality, it's one of the most important parts of your entire cruise. The muster drill is the ship's official safety briefing, and every single passenger is required to participate by law. It teaches you where to go, what to do, and how to respond if there's ever an emergency. Ignoring it doesn't just put you at risk, it can also get you into trouble with the crew. Some cruise lines will lock your account, delay your departure privileges, or send staff to find you if you don't complete it. Beginners often think, nothing bad is going to happen. So why does this matter? But cruise ships are massive, unfamiliar environments. If something were to go wrong, the last thing you want is to be confused or running around without knowing where your muster station is. The drill is simple, fast, and easy. Most ships now allow you to complete it through an app or by watching a short video and checking in at your assigned location. It takes just a few minutes, and then you're free to enjoy your vacation. Skipping safety rules, smoking in restricted areas, or ignoring crew announcements can also lead to fines or being removed from the ship. Cruise safety rules exist for a reason. They protect you and everyone else on board. Take the muster drill seriously, get it done early, and start your vacation the right way. 4. Avoid leaving your phone in regular mode. Nothing shocks a first-time cruiser more than getting home to a massive cell phone bill. If you leave your phone in regular mode while the ship is at sea, your carrier can hit you with unbelievably high roaming charges. Cruise ships use maritime cell towers, and once your phone connects, you're essentially paying premium international rates, sometimes hundreds of dollars per megabyte. Even small actions like receiving a text, syncing your email, or loading a web page can cost a fortune. The simple fix? Put your phone in airplane mode the moment you board and keep it that way for the entire trip, unless you've intentionally purchased a Wi-Fi package. Airplane mode is your best friend on a cruise. You can still use your phone for photos, videos, notes, apps, and the ship's Wi-Fi without any risk of roaming. If you do want to stay connected by the ship's internet plan, or check if your carrier offers a cruise package. But even then, you should be cautious. Some people assume their phone will automatically stick to Wi-Fi, but it may reconnect to a roaming tower without warning, following the strongest signal. Turning off data roaming isn't enough. Airplane mode is the only foolproof method. Also, remember to download maps, entertainment, and any necessary documents ahead of time. Staying smart with your phone keeps your bill predictable and your stress level low. Don't let a simple mistake cost more than the cruise itself. 5. Avoid drinking too much on day 1. It's your first day on the ship. You're excited, the bar is open, and vacation mode is officially on, but drinking too much on day 1 is one of the biggest mistakes new cruisers make. Many people board early, skip lunch, start celebrating immediately, and forget how strong cruise ship cocktails can be. Combine an empty stomach with sun exposure, motion from the ship, and pure excitement, and you've got the perfect recipe for feeling miserable before the cruise even begins. Too much alcohol on day 1 can lead to seasickness, headaches, dehydration, even missing the sail-away party or your dinner reservation. For some people, it ruins their entire first night. On top of that, aggressive drinking can cause embarrassing moments. Nobody wants to start their vacation with crew members remembering them for the wrong reasons. Cruise ships are heavily monitored. Excessive intoxication can even get you cut off or restricted if you behave irresponsibly. Another trap is the drink package. Some first-timers try to get their money's worth by over-drinking the first day, which only leads to problems. Drinks aren't. Do you go on anywhere have plenty of time to enjoy them for the rest of the trip? Take it slow the first day. Hydrate. Eat well, and get familiar with the ship before diving into heavy drinking. Pace yourself. Enjoy the atmosphere, and let your body adjust to the motion of the ocean. Starting smart ensures you feel great and enjoy every part of your cruise from the very first night. 6. Avoid booking excursions too late. One of the biggest disappointments for first-time cruisers is realizing that the excursion they were excited about is completely sold out. Popular tours like snorkeling with sea turtles, ATV adventures, catamaran cruises, or guided city tours can fill up weeks before your ship even leaves. Many beginners make the mistake of waiting until they're on board to book, thinking there will be plenty of availability or that prices might drop. In reality, waiting almost always means fewer options, less desirable times, and higher chances of missing out altogether. Another issue is choosing random tour vendors at the port. While some are legitimate, others may be unreliable, overpriced, or not timed safely for your ship's schedule. If an independent tour gets delayed and you return late, the ship will not wait for you. Only ship-sponsored excursions come with the guarantee that the ship won't depart without you if something goes wrong. Booking early also gives you the chance to compare prices, read reviews, watch videos of experiences, and pick tours that genuinely match your interests and activity level. You also avoid the stress of rushing into something last minute just because it's the only option left. Even if you prefer to explore on your own, you should still plan your day ahead of time. Know the transportation, the safe areas, the distance from the port, and the ship's all-aboard time. Don't let poor planning ruin your port day. Securing your excursions early helps you enjoy the destination fully and stress-free. 7. Avoid choosing the wrong cabin. Your cabin can make or break your cruise experience. And beginners often pick rooms without understanding the ship's layout. Choosing the wrong cabin can mean days of noise, uncomfortable movement, no sleep, or bad positioning. For example, a cabin directly above a nightclub, below the pool deck, or beside the crew service area may leave you hearing banging, scraping chairs, or loud music until late at night. First-timers are often surprised at how much noise can travel through walls and floors on a ship. Booking a cabin too far forward or too far aft can also lead to more motion, which is a problem if you're sensitive to seasickness. The smoothest location is midship on a lower deck. Beginners also forget to check the deck maps and end up next to busy elevators, which means constant foot traffic, voices, and dinging sounds throughout the day and night. Another mistake is going cheap without understanding what you're sacrificing. Inside cabins are great for budget travelers but can feel extremely dark and disorienting, especially if you're not used to sleeping without windows. On the other hand, choosing a balcony may be worth it if you value quiet mornings, fresh air, and private views. Before you book, read the cabin reviews, watch cabin tour videos, and always check what is above and below your room on the deck plan. A little research ensures you get a peaceful, comfortable space to recharge, and trust me, that matters on a week-long cruise more than most people realize. 8. Avoid ignoring the daily planner. Every cruise ship provides a daily planner, either on the app or delivered to your cabin end. Ignoring it is a guaranteed way to miss out on amazing experiences. The planner includes everything happening on the ship: shows, trivia games, themed parties, spa deals, dining specials, live music, contests, and important announcements. Many first-time cruisers don't realize just how much is included in their fare and accidentally spend their days wandering around without direction, missing the best events. Some of the most popular activities fill up quickly or require reservations, such as comedy shows, escape rooms, special dining nights, and fitness classes. If you're not checking the schedule regularly, you might show up too late or miss the chance to book. The planner also lists all aboard times, port instructions, and safety reminders, things you absolutely do not want to overlook. Another benefit is discovering hidden gems you didn't even know the ship offered, like silent discos, game shows, outdoor movies, late-night buffets, tours of the galley, or exclusive behind-the-scenes events. Even seasoned cruisers rely on the planner every single day because cruise ships are massive, and it's impossible to remember every activity happening across multiple decks. Spend a few minutes each night reviewing the next day's schedule and marking the things you want to do. It helps you plan your meals, reserve your entertainment, and make the most out of your cruise. Ignoring the planner means leaving fun on the table, and nobody wants that on vacation. 9. Avoid holding elevators or blocking walkways. Cruise ships carry thousands of people, which means foot traffic can get busy, especially around elevators, stairways, and narrow hallways. First-time cruisers often make the mistake of holding elevator doors open for long periods, blocking pathways while deciding where to go, or stopping suddenly to take photos in crowded areas. While it might seem harmless, these small actions can disrupt the flow of people behind you and create unnecessary frustration for everyone. Elevators on cruise ships move slower than those in hotels because they cover many decks and handle constant traffic. Holding the door delays not only your elevator but every elevator behind it. If you're only going 1 or 2 decks, using the stairs is usually faster and helps reduce congestion. During peak times like after shows, before dinner, or on embarkation, day elevators become especially packed. Being considerate by stepping aside, moving quickly, not blocking entrances, makes the entire experience smoother for everyone. Walkways can also get tight, especially near restaurants, lounges, and photo stations. Stopping in the middle of a busy path to adjust a bag, look at your phone, or wait for your group can create a traffic jam. Instead, move to the side when you need a moment. Cruise etiquette is simple. Keep moving, be aware of your surroundings, and respect the space of others. These small habits make a huge difference in how enjoyable your cruise feels, not just for you, but for the thousands of people sharing the ship with you. 10. Avoid assuming everything is included. One of the biggest surprises for first-time cruisers is realizing that cruises are not fully all-inclusive. While your fare covers food, entertainment, and many activities, there are plenty of extras that can add up quickly if you're not careful. Beginners often assume every restaurant is free, only to be surprised when they're handed a bill at a specialty dining venue. Drinks, alcoholic or not, usually cost extra unless you've purchased a drink package. Even bottled water can come with a charge on some ships. Spa treatments, fitness classes, Wi-Fi, premium shows, private excursions, and certain onboard activities like arcade games or professional photos also cost extra. If you don't pay attention, you could walk off the ship with a bill far higher than you expected. Another common misunderstanding involves gratuities. Some cruise lines add daily service charges automatically, while others expect you to tip at the end. Either way, it's important to know what is included and what is not, so you're not caught off guard. The key to avoiding surprises is reading your cruise line's website or checking the app before you sail. Look at what's covered, what costs extra, and what packages you might want to buy in advance at a discount. Planning your budget helps you enjoy the ship without worrying about every charge. Cruises offer fantastic value, but only if you understand how pricing works. Don't assume, learn the details so your vacation stays fun, relaxing, and free from unpleasant surprises. Well, my great audience, before you start packing your bags or planning your next cruise selfie, take a moment to remember these simple things to avoid, because they will genuinely save your vacation. When you know what not to do, everything else becomes easier. You won't stress over missed excursions, surprise bills, seasickness, or confusing ship rules. Instead, you'll actually enjoy the ship the way you're supposed to, relaxed, confident, and fully in vacation mode. If you're a first-time cruiser, avoiding these mistakes will make you look like someone who's been sailing for years. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button because it really supports the channel, and subscribe if you want more insider cruise tips just like this. And if you've made a beginner cruise mistake before, tell me in the comments so we can help other travelers avoid it too. Thanks for watching, thanks for being part of this community, and I'll see you in the next video because we're just getting started making your cruise vacation smarter, smoother, and a whole lot more fun.